Hi everyone, Khaled from Lakeside Dental Spa in Hervey Bay, Queensland. As you know, I've been a dentist for around 20 years. I have my own practice with around 40 team members. So today I had the pleasure of meeting this wonderful man. His name is Colin Ellis, who wrote this amazing book. And thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you, Carl, for having me.
If I want to ask you a challenge, if you want to summarize the word culture and its importance in 2 minutes, what would you say?
Well, culture, it's the way that we do things. That's often how it's characterized. I think too often what we do is we make an assumption that people understand what culture is and they know how to practice it. When in reality they don't. You know, the way that I describe it, it's culture really is the sum of everybody within a team, their attitudes, their beliefs, their behaviors, their traditions, their stories, and their skills in terms of what they bring to the team. And for too long we've downplayed the importance of culture. We just assume that it's something that just happens, when really what we need is to be really kind of definitive about what we expect in order for us to achieve our business goals, whatever they might be. We need to bring people together to get them to define, well, how do we work together? How is it that we're going to produce what we need to produce in order to be successful? And so I think, attitudes are changing towards culture, Cal, which is great, and testament to you for bringing me in and talking through that. And I think what we'll start to see, particularly over the next 1 to 3 years, is people coming into the workforce who have high expectations of the cultures that they're walking into, and they'll start to demand from business leaders that actually there's an investment in that.
Yeah, that's really good. And from your interaction with the team today, because you mentioned you haven't dealt with a lot of dental practices before, right? Yeah. How did you find the team today? How do you find this training fits into a dental team, a dental practice? Tell me about your experience today.
Well, I think you coming into any workshop, particularly with a new team, there's a degree of skepticism. People have never done anything like this before. Even when I work with big government agencies, big corporates, you get that degree of skepticism. When people say, kind of what pre-work do you want me to do? I don't want people to do pre-work. I just want them to come in with an open mind, and that was very much the case here. Much younger team. It's the first dental practice that I've worked with, which is, again, credit to you for actually being forward-thinking in actually taking the time to do this with the team. As I say, younger team, really keen to learn, keen to engage. I think some of the concepts from my perspective, I had to make sure that people really understand what it is that we're trying to do, and crucially how it all fits together. And these guys were great. So awesome, so much energy, so much fun. No cynics, and sometimes you get that in some culture workshops. People are like, I've done this a million times before, and then by the end they're like, oh, I haven't done this before, this was different. And so, for me, and I mentioned this at the end to the team, lots of fun, lots of laughter, but crucially got through the work. Yeah. It's a tough ask to define a culture in a single day. It really, really is. And I mentioned to you it's the first time I've done it, new for 2024. Yeah. And so it was just fabulous to work with this great team.
And you did amazingly well, and I really want to thank you for that day. And for any like dental practice owner or even medical or any other allied health, and they are interested to improve the culture in their team, which I think it's very, very important. Please get in touch with Colin D Ellis. If you Google, I just Googled him. So if you Google him, you'll find all the details and you can get in touch with him. Thank you so much, and I hope this information was really valuable for you. Thank you.
Thank you.